Okay, hi all. This is the 2nd December column I'm going to do for the 2009 tabular statement question. And just like I was doing the previous months in this, I'm going to use the solution to go through it. So the regular December column just describes the depreciation on buildings and depreciation on delivery vans. So the 2nd December column is just for, excuse me, fixing up a previous March entry where you received the bank statement showing a direct debit for fire insurance and a credit transfer for rent receivable, the gain rent receivable. So in order to do that, then just have a quick look back at what we did in March. So in March we put two entries into the bank column, which together, one was a minus, one was a plus, came to plus 1,900. We have 9,600 in the insurance prepaid, and we have 7,700 so far in the rent receivable column. So in order to do it, let's fix up the insurance prepaid bit first. So if we go back to March here and we look at the insurance part, it was 9,600 to cover fire insurance for the year ended 28th of the 2nd. So if it's for a year, that means it's for 12 months for a start, and it ends on the 28th of the 2nd, so the end of February 2009, which is next year. So it means there's January and February paid for next year, so prepaid for next year. So it's 2 months prepaid. So if 9,600, again, we might need to do a little bit of maths work here. 9,600 is 12 months. If we divide that by 12, that means 1 month is 800. And if we're looking for 2 months prepaid, then if we double that, 2 months is 1,600. So that's how much should be prepaid for next year at the end of this year. So at the end of our insurance prepaid row here, in the total, it should say 1,600 to correspond to this 1,600 prepaid for next year. So at the end of this year, we'll still have 2 months of next year paid in advance. So if we put that in first, that's 1,600. We already have two entries in this line, 1,400 plus 9,600. So if I add them together, 1,400 plus 9,600, I get 11,000. So if I'm at 11,000 and I want the total to be 1,600, it means I have to go down by a certain amount to get down from 11,000 down to 1,600. And if I want to know the amount, well, I can see it there, it's 9,400. But if I didn't know it, I'd just take the 11,000 in my calculator, subtract 1,600, and that will give me a figure of 9,400. So that will give me the figure 9,400, and we'd have to know it's a minus because you want it to go down from the 11,000 that you currently have to get to 1,600. So that's that part done. Then also to balance that 9,400, that minus 9,400 in the December column, we must put a minus 9,400 in here. But there will be a second figure coming in here as well in a second. So then we look at the other item, which was rent receivable. And again, we have to go back to the March entry here. And the March entry says a credit transfer, so that's money we received into our account, of 7,700 to cover 11 months rent. So it's not 12 months this time, it's 11 months. Receivable in advance from March 1st. So paid in advance from March 1st. So here's where I use my fingers and I go, well, if they paid it from March 1st, that's paying for all of March, April, May, June, July, that's my first 5 months, August, September, October, November, December. So 10 months until the end of the year. And if this is for 11 months rent, it means it's also for 1 month of next year. It's for January as well that they've paid us. So that means we have rent receivable prepaid for next year of 1 month. So again, we need to have a little bit of mathematics. We might do it down here. If 7,700 is 11 months, then 1 month is divided that by 11. which is 700. And if we are going to have 1 month prepaid at the end of the year, prepaid to us, which is a liability, it means down here in my liability section, my rent receivable at the end of the year or in my total column must say 700. So that's that 700 there. And again, like last time, we look at what we've already got in the line. We've got a plus 7,700. We want to end up with just a plus 700. So I don't think we need to write this down. It means we have to go down by 7,000. So we put in a minus 7,000 there. So in order to cancel out that minus 7,000, we're going to be putting something in here in the profit and loss account, or to balance it, I should say, rather than cancel it out. But in balancing it, I guess, we're putting in something that will cancel it out. We're putting in a plus 7,000. And the two of these together then, plus 7,000 and minus 9,400, give us this minus 2,400 figure that they have in here. And so that's the end of your 2nd December column.